Hi, this is Will with Spiritual Clarity, and today we're talking about burnout, but we're not going to go surface. We're going to go really deep, really fast. So, we're going to talk about the deeper cause of burnout. So, too often we look to self care when it comes to burnout. We look to self care when it comes to anxiety, depression, burnout, a whole host of things. And I'm not here to say that any of that is wrong. It's all really important work, going for a walk every day, doing yoga every day, meditating, eating better, drinking more water. I can even get better at all those things. I think we all can. It's a constant life practice. But one thing that doesn't get addressed are the deeper reasons for burnout. So the symptoms of burnout: getting cranky, feeling judgmental, creating distance between you and others. And this came up because I had a session with a private client just 2 days ago, and she was sharing all this with me, that she was exhausted. She was tired of people. And not to mention, she was tired of promoting her business and, being present online. She was just burnt out. She was done. But it showed up with her family, and it showed up in all areas of her life. So we went over really quickly, make sure you're drinking enough water, getting enough rest. All those things are important. But the deeper layer is this. And we were using she brought up the example of a bucket, that she just felt like her bucket was so full of water. She just wanted to dump it out and start fresh, start new, and she would feel better. And I said, well, yes, you can dump out the bucket and you will feel better for a little bit. But if you don't address the water that's coming in, all those things that are filling the bucket, then very soon you're going to find that your bucket's full again and you've got to empty it again. So examples of emptying the bucket are, quitting your job, or quitting your business, or moving to a new country, or just getting away from your family for the next 5 years, or getting away from all your clients, firing all your clients. These are all ways of just emptying the bucket. But if you don't address how the bucket got filled in the first place, it's just going to refill in that new country, in that new job, in that new business, or with those new clients. So what I say is the deeper stuff that's going on are your beliefs, your stories about what's happening. And one of the biggest ones is when you are taking on energetically other people's crap. And if you think you don't do this, or that you never do this, just think back to the last time that you had a direct mood change when you walked into a room with certain people. You walk in and there's your stepfather, or you walk in or you've got a client that you've been meaning to fire and you haven't yet. And every time you have a session with them or you interact with them, you just get exhausted. You feel terrible. You've taken on their energy. You've taken on some of their crap. And tons of entrepreneurs do this, and leaders do this, because they don't want to be the opposite. They don't want to be the bullish, arrogant, aggressive, I don't care what anyone thinks. And so we too often go to the side of being too empathetic, too energetically connected, emotionally connected with the people that we're interacting with. And that's exactly what had happened to my client. She had been taking on crap from a particular individual for a long time, and she was getting exhausted. She was feeling overwhelmed because she just was too attached, too connected to that person. Going a level even deeper than that, why was she so connected to this person? Why might you be experiencing burnout because you're too energetically open to all the crap that people might want to try to give you? Well, for her, it was she felt responsible. She felt responsible for this individual, and so she was available and open to all of this person's crap. So she was getting exhausted and burnt out and overwhelmed. And then she started getting cranky and judgmental and all those things that I outlined. So if that's been happening to you, there is a solution. And the solution is not more self-care. That's all really important. You still got to eat food and drink water and go for walks. But that's not going to solve this problem. What's going to solve this problem is dropping the story or the belief that you are responsible for that individual or those people. Now, this comes up over and over and over again for my clients, which is why I'm making this video, because I talk about it, it feels like every day, to drop the need to be responsible for others. Now, clearly, I'm not talking about if you're a parent and you have a 3-year-old, you're responsible for that 3-year-old. I'm responsible for my 3-year-old. But I am talking about the attachment, that when you feel all out of sorts and you just can't, and you can't, and sometimes there's not even words for it. You're just so attached. You're in that need energy, and that's going to continue to create more of that need energy. So what's the solution? We've clearly outlined the problem. You think it's burnout, but it's not burnout. It's actually because you have beliefs about the people in your life, specifically and probably that you're feeling responsible in some way. At the very least, you're taking on their crap. You're taking on their energy. You're taking on their gross stuff. Even if they don't mean to, even if it's also unconscious or subconscious. So what's the solution? You identify the belief. Can't even hit my own finger here today. You identify the belief, or you identify the story that you've bought into. So the story that you're responsible for your, that's a big one. The story that you're responsible for your clients and their results. Would you be willing to step out of that at the point of creation? If this is a brand new video for you watching my stuff, I'll just explain what happened there. I twitched and I yawned because I picked up on an energy that's present either in the world or for you watching this video in the future. And I know it sounds crazy, but my body picks up on that and lets me know when there's an energy of resistance or hanging on or attachment. And that lets me know that the clearing is going to be most effective. It doesn't happen every time, but it happens often enough. So that's one that comes up all the time for entrepreneurs, is feeling responsible for our clients. So when you can clear that, you're going to have a much easier time with burnout. And then the self-care can be more effective. So who else are you feeling responsible for? Who else's energy are you taking on? Whose crap have you willingly accepted, maybe for a long, long time? And it's time to give it back. So would you be willing to stop being responsible for the people in your life? Let me clarify. Would you be willing to drop the need to be responsible for the people in your life? And would you be willing to destroy that at the point of creation? Ooh. So it's a yes or a no. I encourage you to go for yes. Whew, 2 big ones today. Now, if this is the first video you've seen, I will put a link down below where I explain a little bit more about the twitches and the yawns, and specifically that phrase that I use to destroy that belief at the point of creation. Are you willing? I'll go into that in more detail so that you know what the heck I'm talking about. I hope this has been helpful and mind expanding, and that it can help you to let go of the overwhelm. If you've enjoyed this video, please share it, comment, like on whichever platform you're seeing it, and have an amazing day. I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.